What's up, you guys? I hope you're doing great. So today I have a very special guest from South Africa, Queen Magomani. And before we start this awesome interview, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on these awesome interviews. So Queen Magomani is an online entrepreneur, and she is a teacher, content creator, and she helps people to start and grow their own online businesses. So Queen, why don't you share with us your story and why did you start a business?
Well, thanks for having me, Mario. Just like he's introduced me, my name is Queen Magomani, and I help people to start and grow their online businesses. So how it started for me, it actually started with myself, and it wasn't even long ago. I started last year in December, with the YouTube. But when it comes to having my own business online and running in the background, I started about 2 years ago. So I just discovered that besides having a 9 to 5 job, I can actually work online and generate some income online. Then I thought it was information worth sharing, and it just sort of kick-started from there. I started having people messaging me, can you help us set up our businesses? We have these ideas, how can we expand it online? Or we have an offline business, so how do we get it online and start running our business online, since that's where the world is going, digital. So that's just how it started for me.
Definitely, that's a cool story. And cool. And so, do you focus on helping people in South Africa only, or do you go globally, or how does it work?
So my dream is actually to go globally. I've had people from the United States messaging me and saying, hey, we have these ideas, how can we go about it? But my main focus currently is in Africa. So I realized that there's just so much potential. There's just so much talent within Africa, and people need information. That's all that's missing out. So I would like to start from, locally and expand into Africa, in eventually grow globally. So I just appreciate the fact that there's the internet and it's able to connect us to, the global market, or with everyone globally. So their plan is to grow to a global scale.
Wow, that's awesome. And it's really smart to just start like locally and grow from there. So it's amazing.
Mhm.
And so what is the process of you helping people? Like, do you help them like one-on-one, or do you have a Facebook group, or how do you deliver your content that helps people out with their business?
Mhm. So currently, a lot of people have just been messaging me privately. So it's been one-on-one, but I'm working on a Facebook group, which is already set up, called the Bold Academy. I will share a link with you for your subscribers or anyone would be interested. So people can go and join that private group. But we also have another public group where people actually are able to communicate with me on Facebook. It's Queen Magomani. I'll also share it with you. But for now, it's been one-on-one. But with the growth that I'm starting to see, I see that it's going to get to a point where I'm not able to work mostly only one-on-one, but I'll be able to develop courses online where people can come and sign up, and we can have, a lot of live streaming and a whole lot of things that I have on the pipeline within the Bold Academy.
Wow, that sounds awesome. And so do you what is the can people be like total beginners to get started with you, or do they need some knowledge before, or they just can like have like the only requirements are a laptop and or phone, or they can get started, or what is the requirements to start like working with you?
They can be total beginners. Like you're mentioning, they do have to have some sort of device where they can access the internet access. But in terms of knowledge, they can be total beginners, because I do understand that when you are starting out, sometimes you can find different information, but putting it together and making sense out of it can be a challenge. So that's why I do prefer people who are actually even at a beginner stage. So if you've already found information for yourself and you know where to start, also it's a great thing, but I do work with total beginners.
Cool. That's awesome. And like, what is the benefit and like end result of your students where they start working with you? Like, how does that look like?
So it would be something like someone wants to start an online business, they don't know where to start. So I take them through, their ideas, because it all starts with an idea. But if you don't have an idea, I try and consult with you and give you different ideas and, try to find out your personality and what you can do also. And then from there, we start looking at, what would you do this for? Who could be your target audience, or who could be your potential customers, where to find them, how to target them, what do they do on a daily basis, and we start working on marketing your business from there. So the outcome is seeing someone who just has an idea, or maybe who just has a desire to start a business online, actually running something. And I don't leave them there. I also work with them to see the progress, on a monthly basis. Where are they now? What have they done? What have they implemented? And also to support them emotionally, because I know that starting a business is not so easy. It's easy to give up because there are challenges, especially when you are still setting up. So I give them all that overall support, emotionally, with information, technically, and a whole lot.
Great. And so what is the like, do you have some specific niche that you focus on as an online business, or you help people just to choose their own, like whether it is like e-commerce or like digital products, or do you have like specific niche that you guys focus on, or how does it work, or it can be any kind of online business?
So for me, it's more mainly on the principles. So I don't really have a specific niche, although I'm more about content, about finance, and about what can I say? Digital, everything digital. But I've had people who are in the beauty industry. One of my students, I'll call them a student, or the person that I'm mentoring, is in the beauty industry. And because of the pandemic, they've come and said, you need to assist me on how I can take my beauty business, which is totally offline, into the digital space. So I realized that it's mainly about the digital platform, taking any business and making it digital, or connecting it to the internet, to people who are browsing online. So the plan was to have a specific niche, but I can see the possibilities now that it's just about connecting people, connecting people's businesses also online.
Cool. Okay. And so what is the what is the tool that you are using to take those offline businesses to digital world? Like, what tools are you using for that?
So currently, I would love to get into, having like a systemized way of doing this, but I don't have a systemized way of doing this. So I'm really trying to put it together. But what I do also is I first start them with the registration process of their companies, especially my students or customers within South Africa. So I take them through just the registration process of the company and protecting their ideas. And then I take them through, how to get, their website set up, hosting their websites, and also how to use or leverage social media to get the word out there. So right now, the system could be better, but we don't have like a centralized system where everything is being done. And that's what I would love to work on. But right now, it's just a step-by-step process where I'm like, okay, if you want to start a business, you need to register the business. It has to be a PTY Ltd, which is what companies are registered here in South Africa. And And then you have to also protect your idea. You have to, you know, find a place to, if you are selling a product, where are people going to access your product? So I help them to set up websites, pay gates, a whole lot of that. And also the marketing, I start them with free avenues of marketing, which is through social media, word of mouth, and so forth. The research, doing a bit of research, and also how to package the wedding that you're going to get out there to the people, and also just to package themselves to look like businesses rather than, you know, sellers. Because I've realized that there is a difference. If you look online, there are people who like selling things, and it's hard to actually associate them with a business because they're just selling things. But actually, I like to help my mentee, I don't know how to call it, but the people who I mentor to package themselves as businesses.
Got it. So it's like a step-by-step process, right from the beginning, from the legal rights and intellectual property, like security and everything, to the end result that people can achieve with you, right? Those businesses.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So, and what kind of, have you been like considering like what kind of tool that you can use? For example, I use ClickFunnels to achieve like to take people from offline to online, because ClickFunnels is like the great platform to achieve to take basically any kind of business online. So, have you been looking at to this kind of platforms that can make this process easier for you?
Yes, actually, ClickFunnels is what I've been looking at. And when you invited me, or when we found each other and became friends online, I was so excited because it is something which I would also would love to have you introduce to my audience, because it's something which I have been looking at. I do have a tool where I help my clients actually build their email list. I use ConvertKit. So I think it's been effective with having that email list and being able to build that email list. But I think it can be better when it comes to selling and upselling their products and so on. So I have been looking at ClickFunnels and maybe just having a funnel, but more especially ClickFunnels.
Okay.
So
I'm
I'm
glad
going to.
you're talking about the converting and like ConvertKit and like collecting emails, because like that's the most important part of the business, right? If you don't have a email list like the customer information or your audience, then you cannot like retarget them and offer them more value and stuff. So you're like smart businesswoman. So yeah. Oh, thanks for sharing. Like your business looks awesome, and it's like thanks for delivering all that value to people, helping them to evolve and kind of being able to be flexible and adapt to online business, right? Because otherwise, it's pretty hard to stay competitive, right? And so,
Yeah.
what is the best place for my audience and for people watching to find you? Like, and what are you currently working on that people can check out?
So I'm available on YouTube. It's Queen Magomani. The name of the channel is Queen Magomani. I am also on Instagram. They can find me at Q Magomani. And through our Facebook page, our public Facebook page is Income Online with Queen Magomani. Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
so currently, I am working on a digital course for our Bold Academy classes, which will be released before the end of this year. And also, because I do have a digital agency, I do have a company which I'm also working on getting, what can I say, getting it online by the end of this year. So I'm working in the background, getting the website set up, the rebranding. So there's going to be something exciting coming up, and the course should be done in the next month or so, and it will be available via Skillshare. And also details, information will be on my YouTube channel.
Okay, Queen, perfect. So I will put link to your YouTube channel below in the description, and also like other links that people can reach out to you and get to know you and connect with you. So thanks for joining us today, Queen, and sharing all awesome information about your business. and
Mhm.
also you guys that you check out this interview. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure that you do it now and head over to Queen Magomani channel and subscribe as well, so you don't miss out on those awesome things that she's currently working on. So thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, thanks to all your viewers as well.